I've been writing a lot of poetry on Post-it notes and sticking it around my dorm room. And I'm just very glad that we have art and poetry and people like June Jordan and Audre Lorde and Leonard Cohen to turn to. People who have seen times like these before that we can look back at. So I'm tired. I say, here is your ballot. Here is your sticker. We're poll workers because we know it's a long day. I wasn't worried until my mother was, when flags rose to her falling face, and the owner of the bank where the polling office was situated began laughing at 7 p.m., slapping his hands on his desk in what I can only describe as glee. Proposition 1, do I punch him or finish counting the ballots? Outcome, I count the ballots in stacks of 10. I count to 300 twice to check. All our evidence in numbers. And the people who I recognize from the hate laid on their front lawns, I know what they voted for. It's one thing to see the gun, another to hold the bullet holes in your lap. Proposition 78. The day they announced it, it was the anniversary of Kristallnacht. Any way you cut it, glass breaks, and this is how mid-Manhattan looks like Berlin. The man grabs the podium with both hands. Proposition terror. The thing about the ancient Greeks is that they made their gods too much. The pantheon reads too closely to reality television, and maybe we should not have taken ideas of ruling from them. The American strain of democracy, with its full electoral college and empty voter registrations, relies on the peaceful transfer of power, like a collection plate or a baseball bat. Maggots crawled from my sample pamphlet. When I say the season was cathartic, that's how I mean it, in the Greek sense, a flood of grief and guilt. They had such elaborate funeral rites. So where were you when the blood known to be in the soil gushed through the heartland? As time zones hit the skin over and over, I count the bodies in stacks of 10. Every vote counts, right? Proposition K through 12. For every dollar spent on campaigning, the candidate must donate twice that amount to the public school system until the libraries are taller than the banks. And my students don't study behind a chain link fence. I want windows in every classroom, a garden beyond every window. And when I ask what the 3 branches of government are, they say bravery and kindness and a fresh apple. Education is a weapon. Reagan defunded the universities of California for a reason. We carry books openly, even though I am tired and we shouldn't have to fight this all these long days. I propose that if I had a girl, I'd marry her right now in a patchwork dress. We toast with Molotov before I tear my journals into scraps and feed the paper to a half-full bottle and throw it as far as exhaustion can throw. I will memorize the love poems so I can recite them to her in whatever dawn we have.